Alright boys, let's go. Time to team these guys. Come on, you can do this. That's it. What you gonna do? Yeah, so give it up. Alright, that's fine, we can do it. No, come on boys, you got this. There you go, going to stealth. What? Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic Challenge video. Hope you had a great week and that you're looking forward to a weekend ahead. But first, we gotta get our face smashed in by a bunch of Imperial troopers. That's right guys, after a few easy challenges, CG has really doubled down on us. I mean, it's true, my Jawas aren't that great, so maybe if you do have relic Jawas, maybe it's not gonna be that challenging, I don't know. But anyways, I'll do what I can as always. So I do have here for you 3 battles. So the first one will be my Jawa battle, and I'll do the highest tier that they'll be able to do in the shape or form that they are in at the moment. Then I've got 2 battles there that will get the rest of the feats done for you quite easily. So we do have then Zam lead team for thermal detonators, and then finally, if you do have a Ray, that's probably the easiest way to get thermal detonators done. It's just using Ray and a bunch of Jawas, and she can keep them alive. You'll see it's pretty straightforward. If you don't have Ray, you definitely want to check out the second battle there, what I did to get thermal detonator feat done quite easily as well. But as first, let's go ahead and check out the modifiers here. Now we are on Tatooine, so we are subject to the Dune Sandstorm modifier, where at the end of every turn everybody's inflicted with damage over times, which can't be resisted, but it can be cleansed off, which will be very important, especially in that thermal detonator battle. So moving on to the player modifier, it's a nice boost for Jawa. So Jawas will gain 100% extra protection, and then whenever thermal detonator damage happens, then Jawa's allies, they will recover protection and gain speed. So you know, they get very nice boost here, but you just have to survive those couple of initial opening waves just until the thermal detonators start popping off. Once they do, you know, you will have things under control. And then endless ranks modifier, it will give the enemy 3 revives. Obviously that's shared across all the team, on top of Gideon's revives as well. So basically we'll have to take everybody out twice, and unfortunately these revives can't be prevented. So a whirlwind, if you're using Grey, or if trying bounty hunters, the disintegrate for a Mandalorian won't prevent this revive, unfortunately. So you will have to get through everybody twice, more or less. The feats themselves, kind of straightforward, I guess. You do have to win with a full squad of Jawas, and then you have to attempt to inflict thermal detonators 40 times. So definitely some sort of bounty hunter squad here. If your Jawas if you don't have Ray or Jawas, will be probably good option. And then finally scoring 3 critical hits in a row. I mean, these just happened. I didn't really pay any special attention to it anyways. So let's first kick off with a Jawa battle. Now the highest tier I was actually able to do with my Jawas, here they are, was tier 6. I even got smashed on tier 7. Maybe if I could play around tier 7 a few more times, I could get it done. But to be honest, to get the gold crate, which obviously I'm aiming for, because red crate is off the table, you know, gold is the new red anyways, right? You do have to at minimum complete tier 6 with Jawas to get that one. So I'm just showing you, I did remod my Jawas, you know, trying to do as much as I could. I just modded them for health and protection, because remember, we do get extra protection on top. So definitely try to make them survivable as much as they can, and then, you know, thermal detonators and damage over time will do all the damage. Just kick off here. I did mod my Jawa engineer for speed to be fast, so he kind of boosts their meter to everybody, and make sure obviously the scavenger goes into stealth. It's not, it really matters, these guys got so much AoEs and these spells that, and that's why this challenge is so difficult at higher tiers, just because of constant AoEs. And then Piet, you know, he's calling somebody to assist, he's counterattacking, gaining bonus turn meter. So definitely a very, very troublesome here trooper team that we have to deal with. And then of course their death trooper, he can land healing immunity on guys to stop healing them up and things like that. But as you can see, you know, my Jawas here, they're between gear 8 and I think gear 10. 3 of them are gear 8, then I think engineers are gear 11 and Nebit gear 10, anyway I've shown you earlier. They're hanging in there in tier 6 without any issue, but at tier 7 they got absolutely smashed still. But as I said before, tier 6, you know, whatever Jawas can handle it, you know, they should be able to do this, just because of the protection recovery that they have when thermal detonators explode. There you go, tier 6, done with my, you know, kind of low gear Jawas. So now it's time to ramp up the difficulties and head back over to tier 10. And first I'll kick off here with the Zam lead. Now I actually tried this with a full bounty hunter squad, you know, with Bosk lead, because all these damage over times that are getting inflicted from global modifier obviously will keep healing your team up. So the team had quite okay survivability actually, but still not enough at Relic 7. Maybe if you have a Relic 9 Bosk, he'll be able to tank enough, because obviously he'll be a lot tankier. For me, that simply did not work, and for all those AoEs, that enemy would just, at some point, they just steamrolled me from the AoEs. So instead, I said, okay, I'll go with Zam lead, because with her lead, obviously, whenever bounty hunter allies, they use special ability, they apply thermal detonators, and then on top, obviously, of her own abilities that apply thermal detonators, she'll be my main source of thermal detonators. I'm bringing in Bastila, because her unique will give extra health, extra defense, and foresight as well to the leader, which will obviously boost survivability from Zam. She can land fear ability blocks, and then Malak, he's here only for fear, really, to keep everybody feared. Then what? Put attack on Zam that she can survive, keep cleansing the damage over times. And Treya, you know, because both Sith and Malak, both Malak and Basti are Sith, Treya will keep them alive anyway. And what? After he dishes out tech, he'll die off anyway. You start off by applying weapon tech over on Basti, so she gets a quick turn. As I showed, I did mod my Basti for potency, put a fear there on Piet, throw your thermal detonators around just that you get going. Try to land a shot, land their shock on Piet so he doesn't gain bonus turn meter. He resisted, he's got very high tenacity. Here I'm just going to drain Magma Trooper. Heat Ray now comes with Isolate. This will slow down Piet significantly because he won't be able to gain bonus turn meter. The second tech, it will be the tank tech over on Zam, so she can keep dispelling obviously buffs whenever she gets a turn, so she can keep shaking off those damage over times. There we go. You can then land ability block on Gideon, so he doesn't control the situation and things like that. Malak, keep doing what Malak does. So final tag goes on Malak. Treya should be getting so much bonus protection anyways because of all these debuffs on Sith allies that she should be able to hang around there. And now what there is gone doesn't matter. He did his job. Dag is he dished out his tech, and now just a case of kind of keeping these guys under control. You know, fear, ability block, and things like that. Just kind of stall the battle long enough that Zam can keep spreading these thermal detonators. This team itself, I tried it multiple times. They never had issues surviving the battle. They always won. Just sometimes they took them out too quickly. So just a case of going around a little bit, spreading the damage. As you can see, everybody. You have to take everybody out twice because of all the revives, both from, you know, their own modifier and then as well from Gideon's revive as well. So whenever somebody's feared, I try not to attack them so they don't get a turn. I prioritize obviously enemies that are not feared. Try to again, you know, land ability blocks, fears. There's Mark on Magma Trooper. I can drain him with Malak. So, you know, he's gone for good, it seems. There we go. Let's put a shock over there. Maybe get a stun resisted. Just keep using special ability with Zam whenever you get a chance, that she keeps applying thermal detonators. Control contract, as you can see, has been triggered. So this will now add, I think, extra thermal detonators as well. There we go. There goes Show Trooper. A little bit of an issue, obviously, once you defeat Piet the first time. He will lose their Isolate. So we'll just reapply it whenever Treya decides to have it online again. Doesn't look like anytime soon though. But luckily Basti there, you know, when you do mod her for potency as I have, you know, she kind of lands that fear quite reliably actually. So this will a little bit help keep Piet under control. There we go. Gideon also decided to finally give up. So we just got 3 more troopers to go. I'm just kind of spreading the damage, just trying to keep them alive as long as I can. Because, you know, CG, for all the quality of life they just updated in the road ahead, they for somehow are still neglecting, you know, probably one of the most requested feature, I'd say, is the feed tracker. So I have no idea did I do 40 thermal detonators or not. So I had to do this, I think, a couple of times. The second times when I ran this, the first time I didn't stall hard enough, so the second times I just stalled a lot more, and this was then enough actually to get 40 thermal detonators. So you can see this team surviving without any issues at all here. The tech is keeping Zam alive, and then obviously Malak he doesn't need much to stay alive. Try getting so much bonus protection because of all the debuffs on her Sith allies. And then Basti as well, she's quite durable anyways. So there we go, pop Death Trooper, and that completed the remaining feats here on tier 10, unlocking the gold crate. Now this one takes a while, to get it. It took about 4 minutes. So if you do have Rey, just throw in your Jawas. I'm pretty sure it even all around like Gear Rey Jawas. Rey can keep them alive. Just make sure you load the Rey with as much health as you can, so she can give out more lifeblood to your Jawas. As you can see, no issues surviving here. There we go. They got now stack on damage immunity. So here, just keep pumping lifeblood. I feel like it's no sense of doing Whirlwind because it won't prevent revives anyway. So just instead, keep pushing more lifeblood into your guys as much as you can until you hit the ultimate. So there you go. They start just dying off after a couple of turns from thermal detonators and damage over times anyway. So just a case of outlasting these guys. And there we go. Throw there another thermal detonator. Java Engineer actually does that on a basic anyway, so it's cool. Alright, there we go. Might as well smash an AoE now that we are in ultimate. Let's heal up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we exhausted their revives already, it seems. There we go, throw the bomb. So those were now Gideon revives, looks like, because they didn't have any more endless ranks buff there. There we go. Ultimate from Rey. Their Death Trooper revived as well. So there's the case of finishing these guys off. Whirlwind Death Trooper, and down they go. So there you go. As you can see, if you do have Rey and even low gear Jawas, the thermal detonator feat shouldn't be challenging at all. If you don't, you have to try something there with bounty hunters, as I've shown you. And because tier 6 minimum you have to complete with your Jawas, which my Jawas were able to do, I wasn't able to get tier 7 done. This unlocked the gold rewards now in today's challenge, so no red crate for me unfortunately, but hey, to be honest, all the key here stuff really are those Omicrons, and gold crate gives you same amount of Omicrons as red anyway. So wouldn't stress out too much if you can't get the red crate this time. We'll get it on Monday, but until then guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.